toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, it makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. LSU quick to the line. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Aguilar. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with this target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line. Got it on the room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Toss to the outside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Trying to get the corner. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The toss to the right. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. DB's right up on the receivers. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. LSU right back to the line. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
29 Philly, 2-9
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of P's being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. It's complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Caught near the sideline. It's Matthews. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting into midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Play action. Fires to the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Let's go.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it! He gets it in! Touchdown LSU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Snagged out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got his man all by himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The offense changing the play. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Brought down. It looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Green 25.
Using his legs, it's Durham. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Durham. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field. And if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Volunteers! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Tennessee, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Got his man on the outside. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Offense facing 4th down.
It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Firing to the right, complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. That's caught. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A lot of urgency for this offense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab, it's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up 14 over Wake Forest. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Pulls it in. It's Staley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Release to the back. And he's thrown another interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
LSU 59, Tennessee 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Using his feet to buy time. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, and I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Makes a grab for a big play. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Gorilla! Go! Go! Terrier! Kill! Razor! Gorilla! Gorilla!
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted, number 19. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This time they'll go to the running game. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even